You are just 8 years old, sitting in the back seat of your family's car. Your father is driving, and your mother is sitting in the front passenger seat. You are all on your way home from the market. Your home is in the countryside, surrounded by trees and fields. As the car moves along a quiet road, your mother suddenly notices something outside. "Look," she says, pointing a wolf. You quickly turn to look. The animal walks along the edge of the road before disappearing into the woods. "I hate wolves. They are bad," you say. Your mother gently turns her head towards you. "No, my child," she says. "Wolves are not bad. People just think they are. But they are good animals, really." Your father glances around. "Where?" "I don't see any wolf," he says before anyone can say more. Your mother suddenly screams, "Watch out, a truck!" But it's too late. The truck crashes into your car. Everything goes black. Your mother and father are gone, and you lie there unconscious. You slowly wake up in a quiet white room. You are in a hospital bed. Sitting nearby are your uncle and aunt. They are smile when they see you are awake, but their eyes look sad. You ask, "Where are mom and dad?" They look at each other. Your uncle says softly, "Just rest now. You are going to be okay." But no one tells you what really happened. A few days later, you find out the truth. Your parents didn't survive the accident. When you hear it, your heart breaks. You cry alone in your hospital bed, and after that, you stop talking much. You feel lost. Once your body is healed, your uncle takes you to live with them. At first, you think maybe things will be okay, but it doesn't feel like home. Only 2 days later, your aunt whispering angrily to your uncle, she doesn't want you to stay. They put you in a car and drive you to an orphanage. You arrive with just one small bag and a heart-shaped necklace that belonged to your mother. It's the only thing that makes you feel close to her. At the gate of the orphanage stands a tall woman named Miss Shin. Other children stand by her, watching. Miss Shin forces a smile. "Welcome," she says. Then she turns to one boy. "Take his bag inside." Then she looks at you and says coldly, "Give me your necklace." You hold it tight and shake your head. "No, it's my mom's." Miss Shin frowns. "If you don't listen, I will have to punish you." You feel scared. You don't know what to do. She snaps her finger. "Jungkook, take the necklace." A boy steps forward. He looks at you, then quickly snatches the necklace from your neck. You try to grab it back, but he's fast. "Jiwon," Miss Shin says. A girl steps forward. "Take him inside." Jiwon is kind. She smiles gently at you. "Come with me," she says softly. You follow her to in a big hall where many beds are lined up. She points to one. "This one's yours." You sit on the bed, your shoulders low, your heart heavy. Jiwon sits beside you and says kindly, "My name is Jiwon. Will you be my friend?" You look at her, then lower your eyes and whisper, "My name is Vayan." Then you lay down on the bed in silence. The next morning, you wake up early. The hall is still quiet. You stand up from your bed and walk over to the window. Outside in the front lawn, you see Jungkook sitting on the grass. He is singing a soft song, his voice sweet and calm. The days go by. Miss Shin shows her cruel side more and more. She punishes children for the smallest mistakes, spilling a glass of water, dropping food, talking out of turn. She knows what scares each child the most, and she uses it. One evening during dinner, you stand up from chair to get more water. Miss Shin notices and storms over. "I didn't say you could move," she yells. Before you can speak, she grabs your hair roughly and drags you away. The other kids freeze. Miss Shin pulls you down the stair to the basement. She opens the door and shoves you inside. It's pitch black. She ties your hands with a belt and leaves, locking the door behind her. You can't see anything. You scream and cry, but no one comes. It's cold and silent. Suddenly, you feel a hand gently hold yours. You stop crying. You can't see who it is, but the touch is warm and careful. Somehow, you feel safe. This starts to happen often. Every 2 or 3 days, Miss Shin finds a reason to punish you and locks you in the basement. And every time, someone comes in the dark and holds your hand, just for a few moments, just long enough for you to feel less afraid. One day, while sitting with Jiwon, you finally tell her, "Every time I am locking in the basement," you whisper, "someone comes. They hold my hand. I don't know who it is, but it makes me feel safe." Jiwon looks at you and smiles gently, her eyes soft and calm. "Maybe you're not as alone as you think," she says. You wonder, was it her? Time passes, you grow older, the punishments don't stop, but neither does the hand in the darkness, and slowly you start to change. As days go by, you start to see something strange about Jungkook. He is rude, cold, and never smiles. He sits alone, always silent or angry, but sometimes you notice him looking at you. His eyes sharp, his face serious, almost angry. You try to be kind. One day you walk up to him and say hi. He glares at you, go away. You step back, hurt. His words sting. You tell yourself he just doesn't like you. Then one evening you feel very weak. Your head burns with fever. You can barely stand, but you still try to sit at the dinner table. You quietly lift your spoon, but your hand shakes too much. The spoon slips from your fingers and falls to the floor with a soft clink. Machine turns instantly. What now? She snaps. I have a fever, you say weakly. She doesn't care, always looking for attention. Storming over, she grabs you by the arm and pulls you from the table. Tears fall from your eyes as your fever makes your vision blur. Again, she locks you in the cold, dark basement. You cry quietly, your body aching, your face hot, but the room so cold. You sit against the wall, shaking. You feel your eyes starting to close. Everything fades. Then you hear soft footsteps. Someone kneels beside you and gently lifts your head. You feel a hand touch your cheek. A glass is pressed to your lips and you drink. Water cool and fresh. Then a tablet is placed gently in your mouth. You swallow. The person doesn't speak, but a warm hand wraps around yours. You lean toward the warmth and your head rests against a shoulder. Strong, still, safe. You don't know who it is, but in that moment you feel protected and finally you feel asleep peacefully. Time passed. Every week families come to the orphanage looking for children to adopt. Every time you waited quietly hoping they would choose you, but no one ever did. You watched other kids leave with smiles, holding the hands of strangers who promised a new life, but you stayed and waited. Years went by, you turned 19. You had grown stronger, but a part of your heart still ached with the same sadness, the feeling of being unwanted. Then, one morning, everything changed. Miss Shin called you to her office. A couple had come. They wanted to adopt someone, and they had chosen you. Your heart raced. For the first time in so long, you felt something warm, hope. You packed your few things, said goodbye to the cold halls, the strict rules, but the hardest part was saying goodbye to Jivon. She hugged you tight. Promise me you will come back and visit. She whispered, tears in your eyes, I promise. You walked into Miss Shin's office. The couple was waiting, kind faced and smiling. The woman introduced herself as Miss Sunha and the man as Jack, her husband. Miss Shin looked at you coldly. This is a trial for 1 month, she said sharply. If you behave like a bad girl, we will call you back. Understand? You didn't reply, you just stared at her in silence. Sunha and Jack stood up. Let's go, Jack said gently. As you all headed toward the car, soft music floated through the air. A piano played with passion and sadness. Sunha stopped, turning to the sound. Who's playing that? She asked. You pointed to the music room. That's Jungkook. He lives here too. She looked through the glass window at him. He sat at the piano, lost in the music. His face was calm for once, not angry, just quiet. She turned to Jack. Their eyes met. We want to adopt him too, she said. Miss Shin frowned. You should look at his file. Jungkook is not like other boys. He is rude, violent, difficult. But Sunha smiled calmly. That's okay. If anything goes wrong, we will bring him back. You felt your heart skip. Jungkook going with you? You arrive at your new house, your heart a little lighter. It's a warm looking home, much different from the cold halls of the orphanage. Miss Sunha smiles at you kindly. Come in, Vayan, this is your house now. You step inside, looking around with wide eyes. It feels peaceful, safe. Then you glance behind. Jungkook is staring at you again. His face carries that same expression, like you are some kind of fool. You lower your gaze and say nothing. Sunha shows you around the house and takes you to your room. It's beautiful, cozy, and it's yours. Your own bed, your own space. You smile for real, maybe for the first time in a while. Thank you, you say softly. The next morning, you get ready for school. At the breakfast table, you find Jungkook already sitting, silent as ever. You sit next to him without a word. Your chair is beside his. He doesn't look at you. After breakfast, Jack drops both of you off at school. Jungkook steps out of the car confidently, instantly. You notice how every girl stares at him as he walks past, charming and untouchable. You walk to your own class and meet a girl named Minso. She is cheerful and kind, and soon you feel comfortable talking to her. At lunch, you both sit together in the cafeteria, chatting and laughing a little. Across the room, a boy named Kim Jong watches you. He smirks and whispers to his friend, "Did you see the new girl? Give it a week. She will be in my arms too." Jungkook sits at a nearby table, his eyes narrowing as he hears that, but he stays quiet. Later, class begins. You are sitting at your desk when suddenly loud voices echo through the hallway. Shouting, fighting, your teacher rushes out, and the class follows. You stop in your tracks. Jungkook and Kim Jong are fighting, fists flying. Jungkook punches him hard again and again. Teachers finally pull them apart. They both get a warning. You are stunned. Why did he do that? You wonder. After school, Jack drives you both home. The ride is silent. That evening, you walk past Jungkook's room and notice the door is open. Curious, you step inside slowly but sternly. A hand grabs your shoulder. Jungkook pulls you around and comes close, too close. You can feel his breath on your skin. "What are you doing in my room?" he says, voice low and sharp. You swallow nervously. "I just thought, now that we live in the same house, we should try to be like a family. Be good to each other." He stares at you coldly. "If you want things to stay peaceful, then stay out of my room and stay away from me." He pushes you gently but firmly back, then slams the door shut. You stand there, hurt again, then quietly you walk back to your room. The next morning at school, the halls are buzzing with excitement. Students are smiling, whispering, laughing. Your friend Minso rushes up to you, eyes sparkling. "Ryan, today is Rose Day. It's the day anyone who likes you can secretly put a rose in your locker." You blink, confused. "Really? I don't know." Minso giggles. "It's so fun. You don't know who gave it to you until they tell you or never. That's the mystery." She pulls you towards the row of lockers. "Come on, let's check together." She opens her locker first. Inside, two beautiful roses rest neatly on the top of her books. One red, one pink. "Oh my gosh, two roses. I wonder who they are from." She turns to you. "Okay, Ryan, your turn." You hesitate. "No one's going to give me a rose." "Why would they? I don't think anyone even likes me here." Still, your hands move slowly to open the locker. Inside, a single rose, but not red, not pink, black. Your eyes widen. You stare at it in silence. "A black rose? That's so rare." "That's not a joke. It means something deep." "But who would?" You reach out and pick it up gently. It's real, cold, beautiful, mysterious. Your heart starts beating faster. You don't know who gave it to you, but you want to. Before you can say anything more, someone steps in front of you. "Hey Ryan," you look up surprised. It's Kim Jong. He smirks, looking confident. "How are you today?" You blink. I'm fine." He leans against the lockers. "If you are free after school, maybe you'd like to go for a coffee with me." You hesitate, then nod slowly. "Okay." From across the hallways, unseen by you, Jungkook watches. His eyes follow you and Kim Jong quietly. He doesn't say a word, but he sees everything. That evening, you return home, but your mind is still stuck in one thing: the black rose. Who gave it to you? Why a black rose? Walking past Jungkook's door, but then pause. He's standing by the window, arms crossed, staring outside, lost in thought. You hesitate for a moment, then step into his room. "Hey Jungkook," you say quietly. "Did anyone give you a rose today?" Before you can finish your sentence, Jungkook turns. His expression is unreadable. Suddenly, he grabs your arm and pulls you closer, so close you can feel the warmth of his body, the heat of his breath on your skin. You freeze. His voice is low, intense. "No, and why are you so interested? What's your problem?" Your heart pounds. I was just asking." He's tightened his grip. "How many times do I have to tell you, don't come into my room? Stay away." You wince slightly. "Please, you're hurting me." He looks down and sees your wrist, already red from where he's gripping too hard. His fingers slowly release. You step back, voice trembling. "Why do you always act like this? What do you want from me?" Jungkook's eyes flicker with something unreadable. Then he says, "I want you to hate me, that's all. Hate me and stay away." You leave his room in silence and walk back to yours. Eyes burning, you change clothes, trying to shake off the pain. You go downstairs for dinner. After dinner, you return to your room. You curl under the blanket, but sleep doesn't come easy. Why does he hate me so much? I only want to talk to him, to understand him. You glance at your wrist. Faint marks from his fingers still remain. You gently touch the spot, it stings. At last, your eyes begin to close. In the middle of the night, you stir half asleep. You feel something soft, a hand gently touching your wrist, where it hurts. Then another hand holds yours, warm and comforting. You feel safe. You lean into it, eyes heavy. Then suddenly you wake up. You sit up and look around. No one is there. Your room is silent. You press your hand to your chest. A dream? And yet you can still feel the warmth on your skin. You close your eyes again, heart whispering questions you don't know how to answer. The next morning, you wake up to the gentle light pouring through your window. It's a holiday, no school today. The house feels calm and quiet. You head down for breakfast. Sunha greets you with a warm smile and places a plate in front of you. As you eat, a knock echoes from the front door. Curious, you get up to answer it. As you open the door, your eyes go wide. Jivon, she stands there smiling with open arms. Hey Ryan, you throw your arms around her in surprise and happiness. But how are you here? Sunha walks over and says softly, I invited her. I thought you'd like that. You turn to Sunha, eyes sparkling. Thank you. You and Jivon rush to your room. Sitting side by side, you catch up on everything. Your new school, your uniform, your new friend Minso. Then Jivon asks, what about Jungkook? You pause. He doesn't talk to me much. I don't think he likes me. Jivon smiles fade slightly. Her eyes sharpen, as if she wants to say something important. But she stays silent, just nodding. In the afternoon, Jivon hugs you goodbye at the door. Take care, okay? Feeling a little emptier once she's gone, evening settles in. There's another knock at the door. This time it's Kim Jong. He's smiling, holding a hand behind his head. Hey Ryan, want to grab a coffee? You hesitate then nod. Sure, as you step outside. High on the second floor, Jungkook stands silently by the window. His eyes follow you, cold, tight-jawed, angry. At the cafe, you sit across the Kim Jong. The lights are warm. You talk and laugh, but soon rain begins to fall, thick and sudden. You worry. How will we get back? Kim Jong stands pulling off his jacket. He gently places it over your head. Let's run. You both race through the rain, laughing and breathless. The storm soaks your shoes, but you don't care. It feels like freedom. At the front door of your house, you hand his jacket back. Thank you. You smile. I had fun. Me too. See you at school. You enter the house, dripping wet. Sunha rushes over. Oh no, Ryan, you are soaked. She helps dry you off and sends you to change. Later, she brings a hot bowl of soup to your room. You thank her quietly, but something feels off. Your body starts to ache. Your skin burns. A fever? You drink the soup slowly, then lie down under the covers. Your head throbs, everything blurs. In your sleep, you whisper softly. Fragments of dream, old memories, pain you don't understand. Your forehead sweats, your lips tremble. Then the door opens. Footsteps enter the room quietly. Someone sits beside your bed. A hand reaches for yours. Warm, firm, familiar, you feel safe. Even in your fever, your body recognizes the feeling. A tablet is placed near your mouth. A cup of water touches your lips. You drink slowly. As the hand starts to leave, you tighten your grip, holding on. You don't open your eyes, you just feel. Then the bed shifts. Someone lies beside you, carefully slipping under your blanket. You shift, laying your head on their chest. Their arms wrap around you. You inhale. His scent is familiar. His heartbeat is steady. His warmth surrounds you. Your pain melts into peace. And in that moment, wrapped in his arm, hearing the rain outside, you sleep deeply, finally feeling like you are not alone. The next morning, you blink your eyes open slowly, feeling strangely at peace. A soft knock, then Sunha enters, holding a tray. You look much better. She smiled warmly. You scared me last night. She places the tray down, toast, eggs, and a little bowl of fruit. You are staying home today. Just rest, okay? You nod, sitting up, thank you. After breakfast, you keep remembering last night. That warm hand, the way someone tucked in beside you, that chest you laid your head on. Was it a dream? You sigh and lie down on your bed. Then you freeze. Your pillow it smells like a familiar fragrance. Your heartbeat skips. Your breath it in again. It's not your perfume. It's the same scent from last night. Your eyes widen. No, it can't be. Only one person comes to your mind. Jungkook, you stand up quickly, pulse racing. He is at school right now. You quietly tiptoe to his room. You enter. On his desk, lined up with a few books and a sketchpad, sits a small bottle of perfume. You pick it up, hands trembling. Bring it close, sniff. It's the same one. Your breath catches, your word spins a little, then click. The door clicks open. Jungkook steps inside. He freezes when he sees you holding the bottle. His expression hardens. What are you doing in my room? You look at him, eyes trembling. You clutch the perfume tightly. It was you last night? Jungkook blinks. His lips part, but he says nothing. Tears well in your eyes. You take a step closer, voice shaking. It was you in the basement too, wasn't it? When machine used to punish me? He lowered his eyes, silent. Your heart cracks. Why did you do that? Why did you hide it from me? Why did you comfort me in the dark but hurt me in the light? Your voice breaks. Why do you yell at me, push me away, and still come into my room like you care? Tears slide down your cheeks. Jungkook takes a step toward you. Ryan, give me an answer, you cry. He closes his eyes for a moment, then quietly he says the words that stop your breath. Because I like you. Your chest rises frozen. What? He looks into your eyes now, honest, unfiltered. When first you came to the orphanage, I saw you in that rain. You were crying, and I didn't understand it then. But something about you, his voice softened. I couldn't stay away. You stare at him, stunned. He steps closer. Every time his chin punished you, I couldn't sleep. So I snuck in. I held your hand. I gave you a water, but I was too scared to let you know it was me. Why? You whispered. His eyes darkened. Because I am not a good person, Ryan. I am full of anger. I break things I touch. I thought if I was mean to you, you'd hate me. Stay away, be safe. You wipe your tears with the back of your hand, but I never hated you. He looks up. Your voice shakes as you say it because I like you too. Jungkook's expression crumbles. He steps forward slowly, reaching for you. His hand gently cups your cheek, thumb wiping away a falling tear. I am sorry, he whispered. For everything, you nod. And before you can say anything else, his arms wrap around you. He pulls you into his chest, tightly, feeling his heartbeat against your cheek. And for the first time in a long time, you feel home. After confessing your feelings to each other, you and Jungkook sat quietly in his room. For the first time in a long while, it felt like your heart could breathe, but beneath that peace, worry still lingered. You both know what you felt was real, but now came the difficult part, what to do next. You looked at him. We can't keep this secret. It doesn't feel right. Jungkook nodded. We should tell Sunha and Jack before the adoption trial ends. That night, after Jack returned home, dinner was usually quiet, your heart pounding with every bite. When the plates were cleared, you looked at each other, then stood up together. Sunha, Jack, can we talk to you? It's important, you said softly. The four of you gathered in the living room. Sunha looked at you, both with concern. Is everything okay? You took a deep breath and began. You told them everything, how your bond began in the orphanage, how you comforted each other in silence, the basement, the pain, the year of quiet affection, and the moment your feelings could not longer be hidden. Then softly Sunha spoke. I always felt something was different between you two. It wasn't wrong, just more than we expected. Jack leaned forward. We love both of you, and we don't want to lose you. But this is a delicate situation. What do you want to do? Jungkook cleared his thought. Then, I will check the adoption. I am an adult now. I will find work. I will take care of myself. I want to become someone worthy of Ryan. Your eyes widened, but I don't want you to go back to the orphanage. I won't, Jungkook said firmly. I will be on my own. I promise, but Sunha shook her head. You don't have to do it like this. It's not easy. Jack thought for a moment, then said, actually, I have a second business in another area. It needs someone trustworthy. Jungkook, you can take it over. Live independently. This way no one question anything, and you prove your independence legally and socially. Sunha smiled softly. And Ryan, you will stay here and finish your studies. You will still see each other, and when the time comes, you will choose your own future as adults. A way of relief, you turned to Jungkook, eyes glassy. He smiled just a little. Thank you, you whispered to them both. We really thank you. Everything finally began to fall into place. The weight you both had carried for years slowly lifted. Jungkook moved to another area to manage Jack's second business, independent, determined, and focused on building a future not just for himself but for you. Time passed. Years flowed like pages in a storybook. You graduated. Jungkook's small branch bloomed into a successful business. And through it all, your love stayed steady, growing deeper, stronger, and then the final day came. You stood in front of a mirror in your bridal dress, soft white, flowing like a whisper. Sunha stood behind you, gently placing a veil over your head with a loving smile. You are glowing, sweetheart, she said, eyes slightly misty. Then the music started. You stepped into the light of the grand wedding hall. Your eyes looked at him, Jungkook standing tall at the stage, dressed in a black suit. Two souls who had survived storms finally walking into the sunlight. You reached him and he gently took your hand, whispering, "You are beautiful." Tears welled up in your eyes. We made it. The vows were spoken, rings exchanged, and when the officiant said, "You may now kiss the bride," then Jungkook kissed you, tender, full of years of love, longing, and promise. Your new chapter began, not as two broken kids in an orphanage, but as partners, soulmates, and finally as husband and wife. We were two shattered hearts, stitched together by fate, healed by love, and made whole by choice. Our past was dark, but we chose to write our future in light.